Okay, so good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for coming to our study session on the art of influence. And if you read this book, I'm sure you can become a true leader from Buddha's perspective. So today we are going to study about love. And today's topic is the limits of sympathetic love from a Kyoten, the art of influence. Thank you, Lord Alcantara, for giving us the book of truth called The Art of Influence. So let us read aloud. We can categorize love into two types based on their essential nature. The first type of love is what I call pathos for now. This is a sympathetic love based on pity. The other kind of love is called agape. Agape is an intellectual love, and we sometimes refer to it as Hellenic love. There are two kinds of love, pathos and agape. And pathos is closer to the feeling of sympathy, the heart of feeling bad for others, and lamenting their misfortunes is something that we should treasure. But if we get carried away by this emotion, we will be doing nothing but consoling one another. This is also love, but it's more like a emotionally love. And he said, on the other hand, agape or love with wisdom embodies a formula for expanding love. In other words, agape contains a creative aspect that has to do with spiriting love. Agape is also a lofty and very spiritual love that let us guide and lead others. So agape is more like a leadership. And he said, while pathos is a passive love, agape is an active love. So it wouldn't be right to love simply as a feeling of sympathy or pity or empathy. And he said, so now he's giving us an example of pathos and also agape for us to understand more about the limits of sympathetic love. And he said, when providing aid to developing countries that suffer from water shortages, some people may say that we should give them water, while others may say that we should teach them how to dig wells. If we choose to simply give them water, we'll be giving them water forever. But if we teach them how to dig wells, they'll be able to gain access to water by themselves. So it's better to provide agricultural and industrial skills and knowledge rather than simply giving them material aid. So I think here is a famous quotes from Master mentioned it in the laws of justice. He said, we should give them how to fish rather than give them fish. So it's also the same analogy. And he said, there are many Christian organizations that take part in charity and volunteer activities to offer material aid to the victims of wars and disasters. But I'm sure their activities are helping people in need. But if we can practice a greater love, when we guide them in a way that helps them get back on their feet and build a better society on their own. And he said, we can accomplish greater feats when we transform our personal love into a love that increases a vision of the future. We need that kind of love that let us see both our future, our own future, and the future of people we need, the future of people we help and lead. So if we practice agape, you are actually showing the future of people, of the society. And he said, wisdom is indispensable when we give love to others. When we give someone a helping hand, you need to see beyond the end of your nose. It takes great wisdom to save all of humankind. This is not an issue of whether love or wisdom comes first. We need both wisdom and love. Master said, the greater your wisdom, the greater your love will become. For your love to grow, it's imperative that you develop your wisdom. Both love and wisdom are essential to spreading our global activities of creating ideal world on Earth. And he said, and this is the conclusion. Again, you need wisdom to achieve a greater love. I hope that you will treasure love that contains wisdom and practice love that contains sympathy and kindness as you interact with the people around you. So, as a Happy Science member, we are expected to have wisdom when we practice love that gives. So, yeah, in the theory of developing stage of love, Master said, what's beyond the love that gives is love that nurtures. So, is love that nurture is also the agape. So now we study about love. So now let's move on to the contemplation from today's topic. So Master said there are two kinds of love. So today we are going to contemplate two kinds of love. The first one is about pathos. Did you practice the love of pathos to understand people's suffering and console their emotions? And the second one is that did you practice the love of agape to let people see the future and get back on their feet? So what is important is to let people become independent or become happy by themselves. So if they are happy with our help or contributions, they need our contribution and help all the time. So it's important to let them stand on their feet, no matter what their situation, no matter what situation they are in. So agape is to nurture people's Buddha nature. So it might sound harsh because it's sometimes the situation might be harsh to people, but our hope is to for them to feel their mission of light, to shine their Buddha nature, to build the Buddha-like utopia on their Buddha nature. So Master said, both love and wisdom are essential to spreading our global activities of creating ideal world on Earth. So today we are going to contemplate around 4 minutes. Alcantara. Okay, so how did you like that contemplations? So Master said in the preface, if you read this book carefully and thoroughly, you will see that I'm not a mere leader of a new relations, like that mass media like to portray me. The unbounded and independent spirit that dominates this book shows that I am a modern philosopher who speak in living language as well as a thinker and a leader of the times. So we have a big problem about poverty. As Master said in the lecture in Toronto, the meaning of the golden age is to save people suffering conflicts and poverty. So golden age is considered to be 2022 from 2020 to 2030. So within that 10 years or so, we need to save people from suffering from poverty and conflicts. So we have a big missions, but in order to fulfill our missions given by Lord Alcantara, we need wisdom. We need to practice agape. So let us practice love that gives and love that nurtures, and also love that forgives, according to with Buddha's truths. So thank you very much for coming, and I hope you can receive this book and practice and study thoroughly and carefully in order for you to become a true leader of love. Thank you very much.